ALEC is back. The conservative, corporate-friendly group, funded in part by the Koch brothers and responsible for the infamous Stand Your Ground and voter suppression ID laws and a slew of other corporate-friendly laws, now doesn't want you to know about the food that you're eating. ALEC is now parading around bills in 6 states that would make it a crime to film animal abuse at factory farms, or to lie on job applications in order to get a job in a factory farm with the goal of taking pictures. All of this is to stop animal rights activists who infiltrate slaughterhouses to explore their deplorable conditions. The bill proposals are pushed by ALEC require all evidence of animal abuse at factory farms to be turned over to law enforcement authorities within 24 hours, or if you take the pictures and you don't do that, you face a huge financial penalty. The proposals also make it a crime to lie on a slaughterhouse job application, which activists commonly do in order to get documentation of animal abuse. Right now, according to the Associated Press, the bills to block animal rights activists are under consideration in California, Nebraska, Tennessee, Indiana, Arkansas, and Pennsylvania. 3 other states, New Mexico, Wyoming, and New Hampshire, have already rejected similar bills this year. And several states already have laws similar to what ALEC is currently pushing. Utah has a law that bans unauthorized photography in farms, and Iowa has a law that makes it a crime to lie to gain access to a farm's staff. But despite what ALEC may argue, Americans should have an absolute right to know what's happening to the food we eat. Take chickens and eggs, for example. When most Americans eat a chicken's egg, they don't think twice about where it came from. Or if they do, they think of the egg coming from some chicken that could mosey around a farm, free reign, go wherever it wanted. Unfortunately, this idealistic view of a chicken farm is the exception and not the norm. In reality, according to PETA, chickens are arguably the most abused animals in the world. In the United States, more than 7 billion chickens are killed for their flesh every year, and 452 million hens are used for their eggs. Nearly 99% of these chickens spend their lives in total confinement from birth until death. Chickens raised for meat spend their entire lives in dirty sheds with tens of thousands of other birds. And as a result, the intense crowding and close conditions often lead to outbreaks of disease. These animals are bred and drugged to grow so large that their legs and their organs can't keep up with the growth, making heart attacks, organ failure, and growth deformities quite common. And then we eat them. And those chickens used to lay eggs, called laying hens by the agriculture industry, have lives that are just as bad. Laying hens are crammed together in wire cages. There's not enough room to move and spread out, and because the hens are so close together, they're forced to urinate and defecate on one another. In fact, in some cases, hens are kept in cages above large manure pits, and the cages are stacked so high that excrement from birds in higher cages often falls on those below, who then eat it. For chickens in the 2nd and 3rd layer down, the chicken poop from above has some nutritional value because chickens don't have 100% efficient digestive systems, something that some chicken factory farms know and use to save money. Why feed a chicken food, after all, when it's cheaper to have it eat the poop of the chicken above it? The important thing to realize is that these realities about this, these are not widely abnormal practices when it comes to factory farming in the United States, whether we're talking about chickens or cows or pigs. Like the rest of corporate America, big agriculture's primary concern is profit. Everything else comes second, including treating animals with any sense of respect or dignity. And it's because of these injustices that are taking place each and every day that animal activists do what they do and take the graphic photos and video that they take. We have a right to know where our food has come from and what it looks like. It's time to knock down ALEC's factory farm abuse cover-ups efforts so that every American can see the truth and the pain behind the food we eat. And that's the way it is tonight, Tuesday, March 19th, 2013. For more information, check out our websites at thomhartmann.com, freespeech.org, rt.com, and hulu.com/thebigpicture. And don't forget, democracy is not a spectator sport. It begins with you. Get out there, get active, occupy something, tag, you're it.